Starfish, Bluegill, and Kingfish tests were launched by modified Thor missiles. The missile carried externally mounted instrumentation pods for each event to collect data on blast overpressures and thermal and nuclear radiation as potential ICBM kill mechanisms. After each event, helicopter and ship teams recovered the now highly radioactive pods from the sea for delivery to the island and subsequent analysis of their data. The first of the Johnston Island high-altitude firings was Bluegill. Ignition of the propulsion system appeared normal. And liftoff was as programmed. The range safety tracking radar lost track, and it was necessary to destroy both missile and the warhead after a long flight on what was later analyzed to have been the correct trajectory. The next attempted high-altitude shot was Starfish on the 19th of June. It, too, was unsuccessful. This failure was a direct result of special test modifications which had been made to the missile. On the 8th of July, Starfish Prime, the second try at Starfish, was launched and was entirely successful. The warhead detonated at an altitude of 400 kilometers, 31 kilometers south of Johnston Island. Unfortunately, measurements of missile kill mechanisms of nuclear detonations at altitude, one of the most important objectives, was least successful. The effects of high-altitude detonations on communications were found to be most complex in nature, and more information is needed before the phenomena are fully understood. Finally, a large amount of phenomenological data was collected on high-altitude effects in general. Analysis of this data is providing us with an improved understanding of such effects. It is also clear at this point in that analysis that there remain gaps in our experimental data which can only be closed by further tests. On Operation Fishbowl, nuclear detonations rent the sky 5 times over the Johnston Island area, each time during the hours of darkness. Of the 5 fishbowl shots, the highest burst was the 400-kilometer Starfish event, launched by a pod-carrying Thor missile. Its yield was 1.4 megatons. In addition to the local phenomena, the transport of bomb debris and other charged particles in the magnetic field produced colorful aurora, arcing into the northern and southern conjugate regions. Checkmate, like Starfish, did not display a well-defined fireball. Checkmate exhibited a moderate aurora seen in both the northern and southern conjugate areas. Kingfish's fireball was well defined and its aurora moderate.